Good evening, ma'am. I am Princess Diana Padua from BSBA HRDM 3P, and this is my case. The title of my case is about Far East Bank and Trust Co. versus Lilia S. Chua, GR number 187491, July 8, 2015. The facts of the case is Lilia S. Chua maintained a savings accounts with Far East Bank and Trust Co. She issued check against these accounts, expecting that the bank would honor them since she had sufficient funds. One of the checks was dishonored due to an alleged inefficiency of funds, despite Chua having enough money in their account. Chua claimed that the wrongful dishonor of her check caused her embarrassment, damaged her reputation, and led to unnecessary financial difficulties. And this is the issue of the case. Would be how the bank's negligence or lack of proper communication and oversight could reflect on its treatment of employees or its dealings in negotiations. If the case were related to an employment dispute, the issue could be whether the bank's action demonstrated a pattern of negligence or lack of good faith that might also affect labor negotiation or employment relations. And this is the ruling. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Lilia S. Chua, holding FEBTC liable for damages due to the unjustified dishonor of her check. The court ordered the bank to pay moral and exemplary damages, emphasizing the importance of diligence and proper management in the bank's operations. And this is my second case, title of Mendoza versus Officers of Manila Water Employees Union, et al., GR number 201595, January 25, 2016. The facts of the case is Petitioner Mario S. Mendoza, the former president of the Manila Water Employees Union, respondent's officer of MWEU who succeeded Mendoza. The dispute arose within the MWEU over alleged irregularities in union leadership and governance. Mendoza, as the former union president, questioned the action of the succeeding officers, particularly regarding the whole handling of union funds, the election of union officers. Mendoza filed a complaint for illegal suspension, illegal dismissal, and damages against the current officers of the union, claiming that his removal was without due process and that the union actions were arbitrary and in bad faith. And this is the issue of the case. That the primary issue in this case is legitimacy of union leadership, whether the actions taken by the current union officers in suspending or dismissing Mendoza were legal and in accordance with the union constitution and bylaws. And this is the second, due process in intra-union disputes, whether Mendoza was afforded due process in the actions taken against him by the union leadership. And this is the third, good faith and fairness in union's governance, whether the union's officers acted in good faith and in the best interest of the union members when making decisions about union leadership and management. And this is the ruling of this case. the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Mendoza. The court found that Mendoza's suspension and eventual dismissal were trained with irregularities and a lack of due process. The court highlighted that internal union matters such as the election of officers and the handling of union funds must be conducted in accordance with the union's constitution and bylaws. And any action against a union member, particularly suspension or dismissal of a union officers, must adhere to principles of due process.